Hello, what's up? I'm just gonna do a reaction to Charles Charles Davis's mock draft. He only does like one a year usually, so this is he might do a second one. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is his first one, probably his last, and it came out recently, so I'm just gonna look at it and yeah, I'll give my thoughts on each of the picks and yeah. Okay, first pick, Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, that's the easiest pick. If you really got anything differently, then you're just trying to do something different, just be different. But Trevor Lawrence definitely going first overall. I don't think there's any difference. And then Zach Wilson, yeah, I think this is a good pick also. The Jets, they need to replace Sam Darnold, who they traded away. They got basically nobody on the roster. It kind of shows that they're probably going to go quarterback at number two. If they don't, then that would be very weird. So that makes a lot of sense for the Jets. Third pick, Mac Jones. I don't like Mac Jones to the Niners. I feel like you're not getting a player that's better than Jimmy Garoppolo. But I think Justin Fields would be better than Jimmy Garoppolo, like straight away, but not Mac Jones. I guess Mac Jones be cheaper. That's kind of the only plus. But I don't know what Mac Jones really gives to your offense besides like a single play caller who can just kind of patrol the field. But Justin Fields can do everything. Justin Fields fourth overall to the Falcons, though. I'm not sure about the Falcons even taking a quarterback, to be honest. I think they're probably looking to trade out of this pick. I don't know if he's doing trades. It doesn't look like it because I would have assumed that he would have traded them away. I feel like a team that needs a quarterback is going to probably trade up and have four quarterbacks in a row. Maybe even five. Oh, no, not five. Unless the Bengals trade out. But Justin Fields, I mean, they re-signed Matt Ryan. Well, like restructured his contract, I think. So he's still going to be around for a few years. So I'm not sure about taking a quarterback at this point in time unless they don't think they're ever going to be back in a spot. So yeah, I don't mind it, but I would have gone for something else. Penei Sewell to the Bengals. Yeah, that probably makes good sense. You need to protect Joe Burrow. That is a big thing. You don't really want to have an injury like last season. And Penei Sewell, he can probably slide into guard straight away for you if they think Jonah Williams can stay at the right tackle. And then you've got Riley Reef you brought in. He's probably only going to be there for a year or two because he's older and you didn't. I think it was only a 1 year contract anyway. So Penei Sewell can slide out to tackle. He's just very versatile. I think he would be a really good guard straight away for them. So I think that's a good pick. Number six, Kyle Pitts. I would have preferred a receiver here, to be honest. Like Jamar Chase, I think that'd just be a better fit. Kyle Pitts, I don't think you really. I know he's such a versatile weapon, but I think you're kind of just getting a Mike Gesicki, a better Mike Gesicki, but they're kind of the same type of players, like good receiving tight ends. None are really amazing blockers, but I mean, I'm not like I don't hate the pick, but I feel like receiver would be a better pick. Like if Jamar Chase was gone, then it would have made it better. But Jamar Chase still on the board. I think that'd be better than Kyle Pitts at this point. So I don't really like that. And then Jamar Chase to the Lions. Then I mean, if they take Kyle Pitts, then that makes a lot of sense because the Lions they only got Tyrell Williams and Brashad Perriman, who are just average receivers at best, not really going to be anything. They don't get a lot of separation. So then Jamar Chase, you get a true separator at the receiver position, can be that new number one receiver for the Lions that they've been looking for after losing Kenny Galladay. So I like that. And then Rashawn Slater, yeah, that makes sense also. They need more help on the offensive line. And you picked up Sam Darnold, so you get him protection with Rashawn Slater, so I don't mind that. They could have maybe gone for defense, but I'd prefer to take Rashawn Slater. I think he's a good player. And Micah Parsons, yeah, I don't mind that. Trey Lance still on the board, though. I think I would have preferred Trey Lance than Micah Parsons. I think Trey Lance can help your team more. But Micah Parsons is a really good linebacker, and Vic Fangio can use him in so many different ways because he's such a versatile defensive player, Micah Parsons, and he can rush the passer at points, and the linebacker group's not amazing. I mean, I don't mind Hosey Jewell, and Anthony Joshua's a bit old, I guess, and he's not very fast, and Micah Parsons gives you speed also, but I would have preferred Trey Lance. And then number 10, Patrick Surtain. Yeah, they need cornerback. I think if I think he has a chance to go to the Broncos even, maybe even the Panthers or the Lions if they really love him that much. But I don't think it'll happen. I think this does happen in real life, and they can team him up with Trayvon Diggs. So I like that pick, and he's the best cornerback in the class, personally. So number 11, Jalen Waddle to the Giants. Yeah, I don't mind that. I feel like if Trey Lance on board, I think they would consider it because if they don't think Daniel Jones can be anything, or they can just get competition with him. But Jalen Waddle's a really good receiver. They do have a lot of weapons. Kenny Galladay, Russell Shepard's an all right slot receiver. Darius Slayton, he's a decent deep threat. I think Jalen Waddle can be a better deep threat. So I guess you get more playmakers. So I don't mind that. And then Devontae Smith to the Eagles. Yeah, so they need receiver also. I think that's probably I think that's a really good fit. I think I'd prefer it than Jalen Waddle. Like if he was here, I'd probably still pick Devontae Smith because they took a bunch of speed in last year. Devontae Smith is fast, but he's a better route runner and good separator. So I think he can be a day one impact for the Eagles, which they really need. And then the Chargers. They picked J.C. Horn. Yeah, I like that. They need younger corners at that position. And, I mean, I feel like a Christian Darrisaw would be a good pick also. But J.C. Horn is a really good cornerback, so it's not the worst pick. But I would like maybe tackle more, but there's a lot of good value, so you can probably get a starter in the second round. So actually, I like that. It's not bad. Okay, the Vikings, Jalen Phillips. Yeah, that's not horrible. Jalen Phillips, they need another edge defender opposite Daniil Hunter. I think for this pick, I would definitely take Christian Darrisaw though, or Tevin Jenkins. Either of them I would really like. Maybe even Elijah Vera Tucker, just any O line, I think. Because O line is a big need for the Vikings. And I know edge is also a need, but you can also get players like that. I don't think you're not really gonna get a Christian Darrisaw in the second round. There will be good players, but you're not gonna get Christian Darrisaw. But Jalen Phillips is a really good pass rusher. He does have injury concerns, so that is pretty concerning. That's the only thing. That's the only thing concerning, really. Trey Lance, yeah, if he falls to the Patriots, they'd probably look to trade up even. I think the Eagles would consider Trey Lance, maybe even the Vikings. The Vikings, that would be a pretty good fit. But the Patriots, yeah, I would like Trey Lance there also. If he does fall to 15, that would just be a great steal for the Patriots. Cam Newton, only a 1 year contract. He can sit behind him. The heck is that? His doppelganger. All right, but Trey Lance can step in after the first year. Well, his second year, and I think Bill Belichick would really like Trey Lance. And then Cardinals, Elijah Vera Tucker. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think they shouldn't reach for a corner at this point if J.C. Horn is off the board. Greg Newsome is probably the next best corner, or Sante Samuel. I mean, Caleb Farley, actually, I forgot about him. I think they would consider that, but I don't mind Elijah Vera Tucker because he can play tackle and guard, and their O-line's not amazing. I think Kyler Murray just kind of makes them look better because of his scrambling ability when they're actually not that good. So pick 17, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Yeah, he's a really versatile linebacker. Gus Bradley can use him in so many different ways. So I don't mind that. I would have maybe Christian Darrisaw and Tevin Jenkins are still on the board though. I'm kind of surprised. I think I might have considered that more because they're just more valuable type of positions. The tackle position, and you can replace Trent Brown, either of them. But Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, it's not a horrible pick. And then the Dolphins, they take Kwity Paye. Yeah, they could use another edge rusher. I think he is my best edge rusher in the class. He's just a beast, man, and he has all the things that are good, like speed and strength. So Kwity Paye, replace Kyle Van Noy. I don't mind that. And then Christian Darrisaw, yeah, they get a better offensive tackle than Morgan Moses or Cornelius Lucas. So, yeah, I like Christian Darrisaw for the football team. Improve the offensive line. kind of building up that team with a bunch of really good young core players, so I like that. Don't think they would pass on that if that's there. And then, Gregory. So I think if the Bears go for Gregory, they don't really need edge that much. I mean, they've got people on the edge. They've got Mario Edwards is kind of an edge. He plays both, but you've got Khalil Mack, of course, and Robert Quinn. So Gregory Rousseau, I think he's probably a second round pick, to be honest. He just, that pro day was horrible, and he basically only got pass rush from the inside. So if they move him to the inside, that wouldn't be horrible. But I think there's bad players with board. Like, I think Caleb Farley is not a bad pick here. So, nah. Yeah, Colts, they need a tackle. Tevin Jenkins, that's a good pick. They just get a big tackle to replace Anthony Costanzo. So, yeah, they really need that. And this is where Caleb Farley goes off the board. Yeah, the Titans also need cornerback. So, Caleb Farley, he's on the board for them at 22. I would probably thought he would have gone earlier to, like, the Cardinals or Bears. But that injury, yeah, getting that surgery, guess teams might shy away from him a bit. But he's still a really talented corner, so I think that would be a really good pick for the Titans. They would like that. And then the Jets, Zaven Collins. I guess they could use them in a lot of different ways. Like, Robert Salah is pretty good, well, is a good coordinator, but he's the head coach of West. We still have a say on it. And Zaven Collins wouldn't be bad. I think there is other places they could go, like maybe receiver. Corner is a big need, but Greg Newsome would be nice, actually. I'm not amazed with that pick. And then Najee Harris. I think O-line is probably a bigger need than picking Najee Harris. There's still some good linemen on the board. And Najee Harris, you can... Just running back's not a good, valuable position. Like, they don't help your team. Like, if they don't have a good O-line, no running back's going to be good because they can't find holes to jump through. So, even though Najee Harris is a good running back, I don't know if that's the best thing to go for. I think I'd go for corner even. Trayvon Moehrig. Yeah, they could... Trayvon Moehrig is a really good safety. They did sign Rashawn Jenkins, though. And their secondary is kind of built, so... They could have gone for like a different need, but they've got a lot of draft picks, so they can just take a really good player. So I don't mind. He's a very versatile player also, so I don't mind it. Aziz Ojolari to the Browns. Yeah, they did sign Jadeveon Clowney and Tack McKinley. So I don't know if they're really looking for edge in the draft, to be honest. If they sign these players, why wouldn't they just pick up Aziz Ojolari or something in the draft who probably has higher upside? Clowney, of course, gang up there. It's kind of weird. I just remember Javen Clowney just being in the league like so young. I was like, what? And now he's already looked like he's a vet. But Aziz, I think they probably could have gone for something else like linebackers. There's still some good players. But I don't hate it. And then Jason Owe, yeah, they could use another really versatile edge rusher. I do like Jalen Ferguson to maybe take a step up from, yeah, he gets his chance. And then they got Tyus Bowser, but they do use a lot of edge rushers. So I like that, actually. It's not horrible. Saints Terrace Marshall, yeah, they need receiver. I don't mind the receiver group. I think I would have gone for Greg Newsome, though, because cornerback is much thinner. They've hardly got anybody, or even linebacker is very thin for the Saints. They've only got Demal Davis and Zach Bond, who, you don't know, Dak One can maybe take over that other linebacker position. But I also don't mind Terrace Marshall. He still has a lot of upside. He is quite raw at the receiver position, like his routes and stuff. But I do like Terrace Marshall. I think that'd be a good fit staying in Louisiana. And he's a good compliment to Michael Thomas, like I said. Greg Newsome, yeah, I think if he's here for the Packers, I think that'd be a really good pick. I don't think they should think about anything else. I feel like the Packers overthink their picks. That's what it seems like. Oh, we'll take Jordan Love because we need to think to the future. Freaking, I could draft better for the Packers. Come on, sign me up. Signing a blocking tight end in the third round and a running back in the second round. Nice job, Packers. You could have improved your team last year. Maybe beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers if you had another weapon or a better corner. So, but I like Greg Newsome because yeah. And then the Bills, Joe Tryon. I don't know. I wonder who's still on the board though. Joe Tyron's very raw, but he still has a lot of physical traits which can make him be a good pass rusher. So I don't mind it. And they need to get sacks for the pass rush position because they got a lot of pressure but no sacks, and they could improve at that position. Also, Jerry Who's getting old. I do like AJ Epinesa, but Joe Tyron could be alongside him and be a good player. Liam Eichenberg, I don't mind that. I probably would have taken a different tackle like Dylan Radunes. I prefer. Even Walker Little, I prefer. But they do need tackles, so at least he addressed the position. But I don't think Liam Eichenberg is the best tackle. I think he could be a guard. So I guess you could use him at that if you really want. Oh, God. Jamin Davis for 32. I think would have preferred like Elijah Moore, Rondell Moore better. Or even Kadarius Toney. But you don't really need a linebacker. The Buccaneers have two really good linebackers. You think they're going to take over Levante David? Didn't he sign like a 3 or 4 year deal? Like, linebacker is not a big need. He's going to get him for like sub packages like a few times a game. I don't know if I would do that if I was the Buccaneers. I don't think you just go for best players available. Like, you saw what happened to the Chiefs when they bet for a running back last year. Now they've got a bunch of needs. Buccaneers, they could use a receiver right now. They don't have Antonio Brown, so they don't really have a third receiver. So, yeah, I don't really like that pick, but that's it. Yeah, that's it. So that's, I was about to say Bucky Brooks. Charles Davis's first mock draft, and there was a lot of questionable picks, to be honest. I think it was trying to be a bit different. That's the only thing. Like, I don't think all the picks are that good. But it's not the worst I've seen, so tell me your thoughts on this draft. Again, a bit strange at points, but it's not too bad. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for whatever I got coming up.